Can you imagine a society where there are no jails, no police, no hospitals, no doctors, no medicines, and the people who live there are healthy, are well educated, and productive members of society? Well, that is a reality for the Quero Nation in Peru, in the Andes. They have been recognized by the UNESCO as intangible heritage for humanity because of their high level of consciousness and spiritual ways, which has created such a beautiful reality. That for us is just a utopia. They have developed themselves far away from the civilization as we know it, but they have developed their own civilization, which is the Inca civilization. They remain in very close contact to nature. They call the earth Pachamama, Mother Earth, and the sun, Father Sun. So they are family members of that community. They live above 4,500 meters above the sea level. That's where this small group, the Quero Nation, had hid themselves for 500 years, running away from the Spanish conquerors. They were only found in 1950. The conditions where they live is very harsh, cold and windy, always with very strong rains, and very little possibility to grow enough food to eat. Basic food for them are potatoes, maize, and some grains, but they have managed to cultivate in lower layers of the mountain where they can get their more vegetables and add to the variety of their diet. They also count with llamas and alpacas for wool to make their clothes and enjoy of all the colors of nature, from plants, from roots and insects. They have the rainbow of colors in their heritage, just like the nice scarf that I have here behind me. They live in a community sphere bonded by rituals where they are conscious to celebrate how lucky they are for living here in this planet, to enjoy the goods of nature, the beauty of the mountains, the warmth of the valleys, the richness of the rivers and lakes. And they also go on journeys together, traveling through the mountains in pilgrimages to become more conscious about their inner power. They solve difficulties by understanding the reality through observation of nature. They heal their own sicknesses by understanding the plants. They heal mental health and by understanding their own mindset. And they heal their relationships. Understanding their relationships is also very important. By doing this, they seek to create harmony. When somebody has a problem, for them it is not just their problem. They say it is our problem. And they all try to solve that problem together. That is why they don't need psychologists or jails to punish people, because if there is a problem, everybody is right there to solve it. And the only way to be like that is when we are equal, of equal value. We are humans. We belong to the human race, and we are the same species. And we relate to other species, animal species, plant species, and the elements, water, fire, air, earth. And we also relate to the unknown. To be able to live in harmony. The unknown is the energy that we cannot see. That is what the Quero call the spiritual level of, also known as consciousness. There are many names for it, but I will refer to it as energy, vibration, frequency. And the movement of energy is known as the eternal present moment, which is constantly unfolding. And we as individuals are constantly interpreting that unfolding in our own particular way, It is our personal perception of the eternal which gives our reality its shape. This is very important for the Keros. The Kero believe that we are responsible for creating the reality of this world as we experience it, which means that we must all always ask ourselves, what shape are we choosing to bring into form? Are we choosing for harmony, for health, for happiness, or are we choosing for suffering, for anger or fear? What are we choosing for? We are choosing what we experience, whether we are conscious or unconscious about that choice. That is why everything we think, we feel, we say, and we do is so important. It is so big. If we don't pay attention to what is happening within ourselves, we will never be able to build something beautiful outside of ourselves. That is why the Keros solve their problem together. We can live our whole life blaming others and never really solving the problems. Or we can help each other create beauty inside ourselves so that we can make beauty outside ourselves together as well. That is why working very hard in developing our consciousness is the most important thing for the Keros. It is the process of getting to understand ourselves from the inside. How are you in this world? What are you offering to this world? What are you creating in this world? We can choose to make a harmonious whole of all that, just as the Kero do. And what is great about the Kero way of life is that they are teaching us now the process by which we can achieve this harmony. This process is known as the 7 codes of the Andes. The 7 codes give us the tool to develop our consciousness and create a beautiful and harmonious world, just as the Kero have been able to do for thousands of years. This process has been created by my teacher, a healer, shaman, priest of the Kero nation, which is Nicolas Paucaro. He has initiated me in this path. My name is Marcela Stete. I am from Peru, and I am the wisdom keeper of the 7 codes of the Andes.